I am flying across the North Atlantic Ocean alone to surgically change my hairline. And this is what I packed. I'm not going on vacation. I'm going to alter my face permanently. So my suitcase has to reflect that. People don't talk enough about being denied hair transplants based on your blood work. Some clinics make it a standard to do blood tests and others don't. Whatever the case, I started taking these a month before my procedure, and I also incorporated more vitamins and rich leafy greens and fresh juices. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, here's what I packed. Starting with my laundry bag. Next up is my neck pillow, because I'll be sleeping upright like a vampire for 2 weeks. I like this one because it supports my neck and it prevents me from rolling over while I'm asleep. I'm grabbing a throw blanket. This is optional. I don't trust hotel sheets after working at a hotel a few years ago, so I'll be leaving this one in Turkey. Hoodies and button-down tops only. I cannot pull anything over my head for 2 weeks. That goes for pajama tops as well. After wash day, they removed all of the bandages, so when it was time to go back home, there was nothing protecting my head from the headrest. So I do highly recommend wearing a hoodie back home because the hoodie was a barrier between that dirty headrest and my head. You can also wear boat neck scoop tops if you can stretch it over your head without harming your grafts. The hotels in Turkey do not provide washcloths, so I am bringing my own and leaving it in Turkey. I am also bringing a small towel because word on the street is that they don't use towels during wash day and water just runs down your neck and just gets all over everywhere. And I am going straight to the airport right after I get my hair washed, so I just need to bring my own towel for wash day just in case. Tylenol PM, I'm bringing this just in case I feel pain and I can't sleep. I'm also bringing melatonin gummies because I'll be jet lagged, a portable fan because I have to avoid sweating for the first few days, and the airports are huge. I need this anytime I feel myself starting to sweat. I'm packing these body pads because I'll be bleeding on the first night, and I'll be putting this over my neck pillow to absorb any moisture or blood. Yes, they do put bandages on the back of your head, but sometimes the blood does soak through, and that is what actually ended up happening to me on the first night. So I'm glad that I had this. And I did end up getting some blood on the pillow at the hotel as well. Antibacterial wipes and hand sanitizer, they're both a must. I need this for the hotel and while I'm on the go. An ice pack just in case I'm swollen. I have this travel adapter and it allows me to plug in my US devices into a European outlet. Some hotels have USB charging ports for you to charge anything through their USB ports, and others do not have a USB charging port, so I need this just in case. I am packing these clean towels because they do not leave any residue behind. They are great to use because I may need these to dry off my scalp or my brows at any given point. Oh yes, I'm packing a door alarm. Almost forgot. I'll be in a foreign country alone, all by myself, and I need to make sure that I have some type of backup and security. I highly recommend this. Last but not least, I am packing snacks. I'll be in a hotel and I may not have access to a convenience store, and I may need to take medication while I'm there. So I need to have water and snacks on hand. All right, that is it for now. I'll let y'all know if I forgot to pack anything else, but this is a great starter pack. Save this video. You will need it later. Follow me for updates.